Welcome everyone. I have a fun, easy winter wreath for you today. I'm going to be making a beautiful snowman wreath. Now this wreath is built on the snowman wire wreath form that you can pick up at Dollar Tree, and I absolutely love it, especially that it only costs $1.25. Let me show you how to put together this easy and fun snowman wreath. For our project today, you're going to need one of these snowman wire wreath forms. You can pick this up at Dollar Tree and it's only $1.25. And I really like this form. I even like that it has the little arms here for your snowman. You're also going to need some what they call fingering loops yarn. And I did order this on Amazon. You can find it in my Amazon shop. And I thought this was so pretty. When I ordered it, I did order 3 skeins, and they are each, where did I find it? 7.6 yards. And it does come in 74 different colors, so if you wanted to use this on a different wreath and need a different color, they have it. I'm not quite sure how much it's going to need, so I'll let you know at the end. Hopefully it's not going to take all 3. So you need to find your end. And I'm going to start here at the neck. I'm going to go down and then around the head. I'm going to start right here at the crossbar. Just kind of pull that tail through and back up. That way I can hot glue it to itself. To get my end secured. Now it's up to you. You can pull out a section, which is usually what I do. It makes it a little easier, of the yarn, cut it, and then work with that until you get to the end. It's kind of hard to work with such a large ball of yarn, but that is completely up to you, whatever works easiest. Okay, so I'm just going to pull it to the side here and then start wrapping. And you need to wrap close enough that you do not see that wire frame underneath. Keep wrapping and then just kind of push over. So I'm making nice progress and I'm happy with what I'm seeing. Now I'm at the end of the piece that I cut, and it's best to seal this by gluing it to itself. If you try to glue it to the wire frame, it's not going to hold very well. You're better off just gluing it to itself. That way the glue's not going to let up. And then you'll start your next piece the same way you did at the top. Just glue it to itself and start wrapping. I have my base covered in the loopy yarn, and it will take 2 skeins. I have just a very little bit left over from the second to cover your base. So I'm really happy with this. Look at that beautiful texture. You kind of have to go in and fluff it out once you kind of scrunch it together to get it to fluff back out. But I love the texture. It's soft, fluffy, white. It looks just like what a snowman should look like. Now I pulled out a carrot from my Easter supply. I'm going to trim off the greenery here and add a little nose for him. Now if you don't have a carrot in your Easter collection, then you can always cut a small piece of wood. You can also cut a small piece of like foam board in a triangle, paint it. You can cover it in felt. You want to stick with something that looks a little bit more fabric so it goes with the snowman. And I think I'm going to bury the end. Let's see what this looks like if I kind of bury that end in there. Yeah, I like that. Now you want to decide before you add your nose which side you want your hat on, because you can flip it on either side and choose which one you want as your front. So my hat is going to go on the left side. So I think that looks good if I kind of bury the base of the nose. I like that. So I'm going to add it there, and I'm just going to hot glue it in. That's one thing when you're working with yarn, everything attaches very well using just hot glue. Oh, so cute. Oh, I love this guy. Now for his hat, I'm going to be using this. Now I picked this up from craftoutlet.com. This is $2.50. This is a snowman hat ornament. And when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, I really love that. I think it's absolutely adorable. And I looked at the size and I thought that's the perfect size for this wreath form. So you just want to take some of your loops and kind of pull them down. You want to leave a few there in the back. That's going to help you. We're going to attach the hat right here to the frame. Okay. And to do that, to help us, we're going to glue onto the back of that a couple pipe cleaners here. I'm also going to remove this wire that is here to hang it as an ornament. Okay, so I put a little droplet of hot glue down, put my pipe cleaner in, I cut my pipe cleaner in half, and then I add a little bit more hot glue on the top. I'm going to be applying 4 on the back, 2 on the bottom here, and 2 near the top, so that we can attach it to the wireframe here on our snowman wreath. Now I've tied down my hat, I have trimmed my pipe cleaners, and I'm tucking them down. And then I'm hitting right over the top if there's any sharp edges with some hot glue. Also here where the crossbars are, they're laying flat right onto the hat, so I'm going to add some glue here as well. Let your glue fully set up before you move forward. Now the rim of my hat kind of turns up on either side. So from the front I can still see a little bit of the black wire here that is on the wired form for the hat. So I'm going to trim that a little shorter so I do not see it, and I'm going to use my bolt cutters. Just hit the ends there with a dab of hot glue so you don't have a sharp end, and then fluff your yarn out around it. Look at how cute that hat looks. Oh, I'm very happy with that. And now we need to give him a scarf. It's chilly outside. And I picked this up from Dollar Tree a couple years ago. It's one of their fleece scarves. You can use any of the scarves that you can find at Dollar Tree. They even come out with some holiday ones. You can use that. You can use any old scarves that you have. You can also go to like Goodwill or a secondhand store and pick up an inexpensive flannel shirt and cut that down and make a scarf. You can also just use ribbon instead of a scarf. But I want him to have that real feel of coldness outside for a winter wreath. So I cut a piece off the end of a regular scarf that I picked up from Dollar Tree, and I cut it at about 17 inches. That does not include the tassels down here. And then I folded it in half and cut it lengthwise. So now I have 2 pieces that are the same. So I'm going to do a tri-fold here and fold each side in so that my scarf is a little thicker. And then I'm going to tack that down with hot glue. Just hit a few little spots, one at the top, one at the bottom, and a couple in the middle so it stays folded. You want to do that to both pieces. Okay, so I'm going to decide here how long I want this piece in the front to hang down. And I think only a couple inches. And I'm just going to get it attached here with some hot glue. Okay, so I cut the other end off. I'm going to tuck that in right underneath here. I like that. I think that looks really cute. And I really like the scarf. I think it looks really cute on the wreath. Now, I originally bought a pair or two pairs of these kids' juncture mittens. I thought they would be small enough, but they're not. They're very large, so I'm not going to use those. So I came up with, let's make our own mittens. Since the hat is made of felt, I'm going to make some mittens out of felt. And I just laid down a piece of paper. I kind of drew out the prongs there and then drew a mitten around it so I knew that it would cover all of them. Then I pulled out 2 sheets of black felt. Then you just want to lay it down and cut both sheets at the same time, and you need to do this twice. So I have my mittens here. And the reason why you want to do it twice is because we're going to put one on this side and one on this side. Okay, so let's do this side. Just kind of move the yarn out of the way for right now. Put the one underneath down and in a position where all of those wires are covered, and then get your hot glue and attach it. Just going to go over the wires here. Get a good amount of hot glue down, make sure that it's all covered. Okay. Then you can take the other one and line it up and put it down over the top. Once that glue sets up, then just go right around the edge and add a little bit more glue to make sure that that is well sealed. I think that looks really cute, and it's felt, and the hat is also made of felt, so it goes together very well. And there you go, we are all done. I absolutely love the end result of my frosty winter snowman wreath. I think he's absolutely adorable. Now here on the back, I did decide to cut an extra piece of felt, and I covered up my mess back here for attaching the hat. Now it looks nice and clean, and there's nothing on the back there that I have to worry about. Also here at the crossbar, I attached a pipe cleaner so that I can hang my snowman. I think he is absolutely adorable, and this is one of those projects that was very fun to make. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's Frosty Snowman Winter Wreath. I really had a lot of fun pulling this one together, and I'm very happy with the end result. You know, not every craft project you thoroughly enjoy, but this one I did. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure. If you enjoy craft tutorials and hauls, you're going to want to check out these other videos. You have a great day. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.